Welcome to the last episode of the Olvia Academy series. In this video, I'll be going through the farming and fishing quest lines. These quests are somewhat time gated, so you'll need to be patient with them. Begin the farming quest line, click the deer icon on top right corner, select farming, and then head to Valentina. She'll enroll you in the course and guide you through the entire quest line. If you don't see this menu, make sure to check out the first episode where I demonstrate how to start your courses. The very first quest will just introduce you to farming. You can read over everything, but since I already know this information, I'll complete it. The next quest will also give you basic information about where you can purchase fences and where you can place them. The next quest will ask that you plant seeds and will provide you with hot pepper seeds. You can visit Zyra for fences, just know that each fence costs 10 contribution points. You can honestly plant this anywhere, but you can use the Excel sheet to see which locations are the best. I personally just planted them randomly around Olvia since I was going to AFK and wait for them anyway, but I will be changing them later on in the video. Right click the fence and then select where you want to place it. Once the fence is placed, you can then add the crops you received from the previous quest. To decrease the time it takes to grow, you can also purchase organic fertilizer from the marketplace. Additionally, so we don't have to come and visit them all the time, to clean them, you can set a worker on the farm as well. You can do this by clicking the farming icon on the left side, then clicking the 2 people icon and adding any worker. Unlike nodes, the worker doesn't need to be connected to the farm location. Once the plant has reached 100% or higher, it doesn't really matter the percent, you're ready to harvest the crop. Once you have harvested, head back to Valentina. The next quest will ask that you plant 1 hump mushroom seed. I personally already plant these in Velia, but for the sake of the video, we'll be using the same farm as previously. So again, plant the seeds she just gave us and add fertilizer and wait for the time it shows. I also noticed that the future quest will require you to harvest special garlic, so to save us some time, purchase special garlic seeds from the marketplace and plant them. Just make sure not to harvest them before you're at those quests. Once the hump mushroom is at 100% or higher, harvest it and return to Valentina to start the next quest line. The next quest will ask that you kill pests and catch caterpillars. At this point, the more fences you have, the better, so I recommend getting as many as you can. You may also be confused because we haven't run into this issue since our workers were doing it for us. So in order to complete this quest, we actually need to remove our workers from the fence in order to be able to prune and clean our crop. You will need to wait a short while in order to get dirty crops to harvest. You can alternatively swap servers to hope to get a server tick, which basically is when the crops get dirty, but this is a bit more advanced and not needed at all. In order to prune crops, you will notice that their progress bar is now red. This means they need to be cleaned. By default, you can click F6 to kill the pests off the crop. Do this for all the crops and hope to get a caterpillar and a twig. Once completed, return to Valentina. The next quest will require that you speak to an NPC. You can navigate to them using the quest arrow, then listen to what the NPC has to say. Once done, return to Valentina. The next quest will be the special garlic that we originally purchased. You will still need to collect your seeds from Zyra, but now we are able to just breed what we've already planted. And this saves us at least 2 hours. Just make sure to breed the crop and not harvest like the quest requires. By default, this is F5. Also make sure not to collect all of them since we will need more garlic for the following quest. Once you're done, return to Valentina. The next quest asks that you harvest 50 special garlic. So head back to our farm and harvest the special garlic we planted earlier. Once you're done, you can then return to Valentina for the next quest. The next quest will ask that you make a mysterious garlic seed. You will need to visit Zyra to obtain all the required materials. You want to click L and then you want to add mysterious seed and special garlic seeds into the shaking process. Once you're done, visit your farms and plant it. The last part of this quest will require that you obtain Fruit of Nature times 30. This is an item that you can obtain randomly and isn't always guaranteed. I highly recommend having as many fences as you can if you haven't already done this. You can breed any quality crop, including magical. It doesn't need to be the mysterious seed like we created. Once done, return to Valentina. The next quest is what most people have trouble with. It is actually very easy to do if you already have magical seeds. If not, it's okay, but let's optimize our farms. Using the Excel sheet, which I'll have in the video description, this is primarily for magical seeds, but the information is just as useful for the other quality crops. You want to plant something that's quick. For example, we can see that dry main grass and hump mushrooms are the lowest, sitting at 2 hours and 22 minutes and 2 hours and 40 minutes. We also want to make sure to put them in the right locations. For this, visit the second tab on the Excel sheet and find what you plan to plant. In this case, I'm doing hump mushrooms, so you can see that Velia is a good spot. Once you've figured out the plan, let's return to our farms and start prepping them. Once you've planted everything, make sure to add fertilizer and add in workers so that the crops don't need cleaned by you. Then wait the said time and make sure to breed in order to obtain blush leaves. Once completed, you can then return to Valentina to complete the farming course. Now that you're done with farming, let's begin the fishing questline. Once again, visit the deer icon on the top right, head to fishing, then navigate to Curio. He will bring you into the course and guide you through the questline. The first quest will just give you basic information about fishing. I recommend reading it if you have no idea how fishing works. The next quest will ask that you obtain fishing materials from Zyron. You can navigate to the NPC using the quest arrow. Once you obtain the materials, return to Curio. The next quest will ask you to obtain a green fish. Make sure to equip your fishing rod and then head near water. Click on the fishing icon on the top left and then select the fishing rod. Then press space to toss in your fishing rod. When you see a fish icon above your head, you're ready to capture the fish. Click space again and you'll be prompted with the minigame. Make sure to click space again when it's past the red section, then you'll be asked to type the corresponding letters. Once you've obtained the green fish, return to Curio. The next quest will basically have you dry a green grade fish. You'll need to repeat the process from the previous quest, then click L, head to drying and add in the fish. Once you've dried the fish, return to Curio. The next quest will ask you to catch a blue grade fish. This process is exactly the same as the green, but this time you want to get a blue quality fish. If you plan to AFK this quest, I recommend collecting the fishing chair and fishing clothes from the Academy rewards for the extra mastery and auto fishing time. You can also use a seafood crown meal for more mastery, but just know that mastery only matters every 50. So if the plus 25 doesn't add any benefit, then I recommend using Balak's lunchbox for the auto fishing time. Once you catch a blue tier fish, return to Curio. The next quest will introduce you to fish trading. You can read through each part, but since I already know this information, I will just complete the quest. The next quest will ask that you successfully bargain with Lolly. For the minigame, there isn't really an easy way to do it, just keep clicking until it succeeds. Once you're done, you can then return to Curio. The next quest will ask that you catch a gold tier fish. Again, we just need to catch a fish that's golden. You can either do this actively or AFK. Once you've caught the fish, return to Curio. The next quest asks that you succeed in a bargain with Bahar, which is located in Velia. Once you're done, return to Curio. The final quest asks that you obtain 2 red fish. I highly recommend doing this quest AFK overnight or whenever you're not at the computer. It is also recommended that you do this in Velia since it's pretty common to get red fish. And once you're finished, return to Curio. Congrats, you have now completed both the fishing and farming questlines. Remember to collect all your rewards from the Academy and the pass as well for free XP. Thank you for watching my guide. If you enjoyed and want to see more, feel free to like and subscribe. Catch you on the next one.